हेलो सैसी नारी, थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग मी टुडे। आज का टॉपिक काफ़ी सैसी है बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सेक्स. The focus is on the sex lives of women in their 30s and 40s who are in long term relationships, but we are covering all age groups and relationship statuses. My guest is clinical psychologist Dr. Meghna Singhal. She helps people to strengthen their marriage, enhance their intimacy, and parent with emotional intelligence. We talk about the importance of sex, sexual frustrations, how our sex lives get affected by factors like age, relationships, body image, media, and how to communicate your desires to your partner. No holds barred. We discuss everything so you'll have a lot of takeaways for a good sex life. Before jumping into the conversation, make sure that you're following Little Fixes podcast on your podcast app. And if you find it useful, please share it with a friend you care about. Hey Sassy Nari, welcome to Little Fixes. This is Maitri, a social media professional, a wife, and a mother. Marriage is one of the biggest steps we take. And on this podcast, we discuss finding ourselves after happily ever after. थोड़े ideas, थोड़े rants और बहुत सारा food for thought. Join me and my guest because we get you. And now to our guest. Hi Dr. Meghna, welcome to Little Fixes.
Hi, Maitri. Thanks so much for having me here.
सो डॉक्टर मेघना, दुनिया में इतनी सारी चीजें हैं करने के लिए, देखने के लिए, फिर ये सेक्स इतना इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों है? मतलब देयर इज ऑब्वियस रीजन, प्रोक्रिएशन, कीप द वर्ल्ड रनिंग. उसके सिवा अगर देखा जाए तो इतनी सारी चीजों के होते हुए भी व्हाई सेक्स सो इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस?
And I think, as a couple therapist, that the purpose of sex is not as much as procreation, but it is pleasure and connection. And I know people will go all about it. Arey, madam, aap kya bol rahe ho? Types about it. Because the whole premise of, human evolution, why we reproduce and why life goes on is obviously sex, because that's supposed to be our segue into reproduction. But if we had sex only to reproduce, we would probably, all of us, the entire human species, would probably have sex only once or twice in their lifetime, right? Which is ridiculous, right?
Hmm.
So the purpose of sex as created by nature is not just to reproduce, it is to connect with your partner, with another human being, and to experience pleasure. And there is no shame in saying that.
ओके, तो ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट पर्पस आपके हिसाब से कनेक्शन ऑन प्लेजर एंड प्लेजर है रादर देन कि
Absolutely,
बच्चे
absolutely. And
करने
I
हैं
think we
इसलिए
should all
सबको.
learn to look at the purpose of sex as connection and pleasure, because usse much of the shame, much of the unnecessary stigma and taboo
Mhm.
surrounding sex, जो हवा बना रखा है ना हमने sex का, much of that can then drop if we are able
Mhm.
to admit to ourselves that the purpose of sex is pleasure and connection.
Mhm. ओके, सोशल मीडिया पे या हम ऑनलाइन भी और भी सब जगह देखते हैं, डिस्कशंस हो रहे हैं, बट आई फील विमेन इतनी ज़्यादा अभी भी ओपन नहीं है इस बारे में बात करने के लिए. दे वांट टू लाइक कॉस्मो पढ़ लिया, उसमें देख लिया कि क्या आ रहा है, बट उसके सिवा आई हैव नॉट सीन मच. और अगर अक्सर होता भी, जैसे यू ऑल्सो पोस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स ऑन इंस्टाग्राम, तो आई एम श्योर यू ऑल्सो गेट ट्रोल्स और कई बार
Dick pictures. I get
क्रीप्स भी
dick
आ
pictures
जाते हैं, तो
regularly.
इस
Don't
तरीके की
worry.
वजह से भी.
Yes.
तो इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि एक ये भी रीज़न है कि हम लोग कई बार इन सब चीज़ों को ओपनली डिस्कस नहीं करते हैं, चाहे वो ऑनलाइन हो या फिर रियल लाइफ में भी हो ना, व्हेन वी आर सिटिंग विद अदर वुमेन. अगर कुछ बोल दो तो सम अदर पर्सन विल स्टार्ट जजिंग अस कि इनको बहुत पड़ी है, इनको बहुत इंटरेस्ट है सेक्स में, और कुछ मतलब पीपल
Absolutely.
स्टार्ट जजिंग योर कैरेक्टर ऑल्सो. So, what are your observations on sex lives of women, especially when it comes to
Hmm.
women in their
So
30s and
yes, you're
40s?
right. This is still not a, drawing room conversation in urban India. It's not very open that I can sit
Hmm.
in a mixed gender group of people and talk about my sex life, or talk about sex in general, right? But I think it's very important to talk about these topics. It's important because जितनी ज़्यादा secrecy होगी, उतना ज़्यादा shame होगा, उतना ज़्यादा people are not able to address their concerns. Okay, so I think yes, it's not a regular everyday drawing room conversation amongst people, but whether it's a mixed gender or unigender group, but I think it's important still to have these conversations so that people understand and normalize their sexual experiences. For example, आप जैसे हम बात करते हैं women in their 30s and 40s, a lot of women in this age in this age range, they might experience a higher libido, they might experience increased sexual confidence, because इस age तक आते आते क्या होता है, the comfort that you experience with your body sometimes increases as compared to your younger years. And so this is parallel by, maybe you're more stable in your career, maybe your emotional maturity is higher, right? So at this age what might happen is that your own, the way you relate to your body and the way you understand your own sexual needs may be much better, right? So, and this is of course parallel by biological changes as well. Some women do experience a higher libido because they are undergoing a lot of hormonal changes as well. Maybe their stress levels are low or high, maybe their relationship dynamics are better or worse, whatever the case may be. It is at for this age, for this age range, right? Women in their 30s and 40s, the sex lives can be very varied, but it depends on a lot of factors like their relationships with their partners, their relationship with their body, and their comfort level with how much they know themselves. बट मैंने एक और चीज देखी है कि अगर आप बात करने लगो, सपोज आई गो टू गैदरिंग्स एंड आई टॉक अनअबेशेडली अबाउट couples, about relationships, about bodies, about sex, I talk unabashedly, and I realize that people do hesitate, but they do eventually, because everybody has an opinion on this, and they do eventually start participating in these conversations. So I think it's a very important step to just break a lot of taboos and drop much of that shame that we have with regard to this topic.
Mhm. Yes. So because we don't openly talk about दूसरों को छोड़ दो, अपने पार्टनर से ही अगर हम बात करें तो इवन इफ वी हैव बीन इन अ लॉन्ग टर्म रिलेशनशिप, स्टिल बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं जो ओपनली बात नहीं करते, क्या अच्छा लगता है क्या अच्छा नहीं लगता है, कब करना है कब नहीं करना है, तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। तो एक फ्रस्ट्रेशन वाली चीज आ जाती है कि ये समझ नहीं पा रहा है, या फिर आज मन नहीं है तो फिर चलो रहने देते हैं, तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। तो व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड रिसर्चिंग दिस, मैंने गूगल पे डाला सेक्सुअल फ्रस्ट्रेशंस एंड आई फाउंड आउट कि एक प्रॉपर चीज होती है, लाइक इट इज अ टॉपिक। तो और
सो
एग्जैक्टली क्या होता है
सेक्सुअल
प्लीज टेल
फ्रस्ट्रेशन
अस।
वो होता है जिसमें बेसिकली यू 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 हैव अनमेट सेक्सुअल नीड्स, राइट? वो चाहे जिस भी रीजन की वजह से हो, you have unmet sexual needs, and this leads to you can experience irritability, you can experience moodiness, you can experience a hesitation in talking to your partner about it. It can affect your body, you can actually have changes in your sleep routine, you can lose interest in activities outside of your normal everyday course of living. So sexual frustration is a real thing, and you're absolutely right, Petri, because I mean, I am a couple therapist, and I see when I talk about sex with couples, I see that couples actually hesitate to talk about sex much more than they hesitate to actually have sex. Talking about sex feels much more vulnerable than actually having sex. And because of this, again, because of this hesitation and because of that stigma and because of, oh, I have not been raised to believe that this is something I can openly talk about, because of what will my partner think, will they judge me? I don't know how to have these conversations. Because of all of these reasons, it becomes very difficult to have these conversations with your partner. And because of this, sometimes if I'm experiencing something, for example, for example, if my partner is experiencing some kind of premature ejaculation, if my partner is experiencing some kind of, they're not able to become hard or get it up, there's so erectile dysfunction as we call it. There's so many things that a man might go through, there's so many things that a woman might go through. She might have a conflicted relationship with food or with her body. She might not feel confident in her skin, and so she might feel very very hesitant being naked in front of her partner. Because of all of this, since we're not able to talk, all of this gets swept under the carpet, and this leads to more disconnection between the partners, and and this leads to even more sexual frustration.
ओके। तो जो आपने बोला कि इरिटेबिलिटी हो सकती है या आपको और जो आपकी डे टू डे चीज़ें वो भी अच्छी नहीं लग सकती हैं इफ़ यू आर गोइंग थ्रू सेक्सुअल फ्रस्ट्रेशंस, बट नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज हाउ डू वी आइडेंटिफाई कि ये सेक्सुअल फ्रस्ट्रेशन की वजह से हो रहा है।
So you're absolutely
हम्म,
right. A lot of these things can happen because of other reasons, like changes in sleep patterns, irritability and mood swings can happen because of other reasons as well. But how to identify that this is a sexual frustration is asked to ask yourself. This is just about self awareness and checking in with yourself. Are my needs being met? And for a lot of us, men and women included, sexual needs are not just about intercourse. It is also about the emotional
हम्म,
connection. It is also about the physical affection. It is also about, how I relate to my partner. So, are we, because sex is not just a mechanical process, right? Sex is not just penis into vagina, intercourse. Sex is also showering together. Sex is also holding your partner before sleeping. Sex is also kissing them goodbye before they leave for work. Sex is also talking to your partner about, hey, you don't look very okay. What's up? All of this is intimacy, right? So the question is, if you are sexually frustrated, ask yourself, are your needs being met? Right? If you are observing all of these signs of
हम्म,
dissatisfaction within yourself, ask yourself if my needs are being met. And if your needs are not being met, then it's time to talk to your partner about it. If you feel that you're not able to talk to your partner about it, approach professional help, approach a therapist, approach a clinical psychologist who can help you have these conversations with your partner.
ओके, गॉट इट देन। डॉक्टर मेघना, तक आई जस्ट आई एम क्यूरियस कि मेन या विमेन ऐसा कुछ है क्या कि इस जेंडर में ज़्यादा होता है सेक्सुअल फ्रस्ट्रेशन और
I
एक
think
जेंडर
that's a
में कम
very good
होता है?
question. What I have seen is sexual frustration actually manifests differently in men and women. तो सेक्सुअल फ्रस्ट्रेशन होता दोनों जेंडर्स में है,
हम्म,
बट जिस तरीके से वो मैनिफेस्ट करता है वो डिफरेंट
हम्म,
होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मेन में फिजिकल मैनिफेस्टेशन ज्यादा होती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, दे दे दे
हम्म,
इफ दे हैव से अनमेट सेक्सुअल नीड्स, they might experience more of discomfort, or they might feel that, or for me, because of societal expectations, that I should initiate intercourse as a man, or I should be the one who's more sexually assertive, and powerful. And if I'm not, then I will, it's that unnecessary pressure. So there is so much of focus on performance for a man, that that and
हम्म,
achieving orgasm, that if that doesn't happen, that can intensify those feelings of frustration. So in men it looks a little different, whereas on women there is no pressure to be successful, in being sexually assertive. Right? For women it looks a little different, right?
हम्म,
For women it's more about how am I looking, the concerns with my body, right? uh, so women experience sexual frustration not physically like men, but more emotionally and psychologically, in terms of how connected they feel, or how emotionally fulfilled they feel in their relationship with their partner. It's more about how they relate to their bodies. It's about how much, how much, yeah, how emotionally fulfilled they feel basically in their relationship. So the in short, the idea is that men and women both can experience sexual frustration because of unmet sexual needs, or unmet needs for intimacy, but they express themselves differently.
ओके। और अगर जेंडर के सिवा बात करें कि एज ग्रुप की, तो क्या एज वी गेट ओल्डर सेक्सुअल फ्रस्ट्रेशंस इंक्रीज? और रिलेशनशिप स्टेटस की बात करें, आप मैरिड हो या आपकी रिलेशनशिप कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, आप सिंगल हो, इससे भी डिफरेंट चीज़ें
एज
तरीके
की
से।
बात अगर हम करें, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी पर्टिकुलर एज में ज़्यादा इश्यूज होते हैं. अगर हम एज की बात करें, अलग अलग एज ग्रुप्स
हम्म,
में अलग अलग इश्यूज होते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, 20s और 30s में भी सेक्सुअल फ्रस्ट्रेशन हो सकता है, बिकॉज in that age you're still exploring your sexuality, you're navigating new relationships, you're managing expectations, about whatever sexual experiences or in relationships that you have. So the concerns about sexual frustrations are different in your 20s and 30s than say about in your 40s and 50s, when you maybe are already in a long term committed relationship, but maybe then you're experiencing a change in your sexual libido. Maybe then you're facing challenges related to aging, which can, you're a parent, you don't get any time for sex, you're frustrated because of that, or because you're aging, or because they're more stressed due to your career, whatever. And in later ages there might be other concerns, in older ages there might be different concerns. So it's not like one particular age group has more sexual frustration than the other age group, just that the concerns will be different. और अगर हम रिलेशनशिप स्टेटस की बात करें, द सेम गोज फॉर रिलेशनशिप स्टेटस एज वेल. द कंसर्न्स बिकम डिफरेंट इन द सेंस कि अगर एक नया रिलेशनशिप है, डेटिंग हो रही है, तो उसमें सेक्सुअल फ्रस्ट्रेशन भी हो सकता है, बिकॉज यू आर स्टिल फिगरिंग आउट वेदर आई एम कंपैटिबल, sexually compatible with this person or not, whether what they're doing, is that something I'm comfortable with or not. So I would be more concerned about establishing boundaries, figuring out my own body, and then managing that in that space. अगर हम सपोज एक लॉन्ग टर्म रिलेशनशिप की बात करें, तो अगेन व्हाट वी वर सेइंग, राइट, टॉकिंग टू माय पार्टनर अबाउट व्हाट आई लाइक, navigating the differences in our sexual desire and libidos, you know किस तरह से मैं उनको बताऊं कि मुझे क्या पसंद है, that becomes a challenge. Long distance relationships, of course, we know the challenges are different. For singles, challenges are different. How do I find a partner who's compatible emotionally and sexually with me? So it's not like एक particular age या relationship status में लोगों को ज़्यादा sexual frustration या sexual issues होते हैं. Different stages of life में different concerns होते हैं, and that sort of feeds into what will cause us frustration.
Okay. और kids, having kids in India especially, most of us co sleep. एक ये भी रीजन डाला जाता है कि इसकी वजह से भी हमारी सेक्स लाइफ अफेक्ट होती है. बट आर देयर एनी अदर फैक्टर्स कि किड्स के होने के बाद जो हमारी सेक्स लाइफ को अफेक्ट
Well,
करते हैं?
living in joint families, a lot of people tell me कि हमारे तो privacy नहीं है मैडम. आप बोल रहे हो कि I posted this reel on sex games that you can play with your partner. So one game was that you play tag, the tag it game, right? So you take off your top or your shirt and you throw it at your partner. They're it. So now they are supposed to catch you when you run. So one guy commented, "Madam, where do I run? What do I do?" so, so I was like, oops, that's a good point. So yeah, I think the physical constraints, the logistical constraints of living in a smaller apartment or house, or living with your parents or in-laws, is definitely a concern, apart from having kids, because co-sleeping and all that. But I would still say, as a couples therapist, Maitri, that there are still many ways, like they say, right, where there's a will there's a way. I mean, if you want to be intimate with your partner, you will find a way. Like I suggest to couples, अपने बच्चों को in-laws के पास छोड़ो और weekend getaway के लिए जाओ. क्यों नहीं कर सकते? Every week you can't do it, but once in 3 months, taking a weekend off without your child, please do this. So I mean, there are always ways to navigate sexual intimacy with your partner despite the constraints.
ओके. यू हैव ऑलरेडी एड्रेस्ड कि जो हमारी बॉडी इमेज होती है वो अफेक्ट करती है, या फिर हमारी अगर हेल्थ अच्छी नहीं है, बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हो सकते हैं, चाहे वो मेन में हो या विमेन में हो, उसकी वजह से भी हमारी जो सेक्सुअल डिज़ायर्स हैं, ड्राइव है, वो डिफरेंट हो सकती है. देन व्हेन इट कम्स टू मीडिया, तो वो एक अलग ही रोल प्ले कर रहा है. इवन इफ वी लाइक पोर्न, तो बहुत ही ऑफन डिस्कस्ड हो गया कि इट सेट्स वेरी डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ एक्सपेक्टेशंस. लेकिन अगर हम मूवीज देख लें, जो हमारी नॉर्मल मूवीज हैं, उसमें भी एक स्पार्क दिखा देते हैं कि लाइक दे मीट, दे हैव अ स्पार्क. और इवन इन लॉन्ग टर्म रिलेशनशिप्स दे विल शो कि अरे बहुत बढ़िया सेक्स हो रहा है, लेकिन व्हेन वी सी कि नहीं, दिस इज नॉट रियलिस्टिक, और
हाँ.
एम आई डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग, ये थॉट तुरंत आ जाता है ना. तो इससे हम आगे कैसे निकले?
सबसे पहले तो ये आइडेंटिफाई करें कि जो मूवीज में दिखाते हैं, जो ओटीटी पे दिखता है, वो रियल ज़रा भी नहीं है. हाईली एडिटेड होता है, हाईली फोटोशॉप्ड होता है और हाईली अनरियलिस्टिक होता है। कैसे? नॉट ओनली स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम मेंस एंड women's bodies, the way they look in media, whether it's a magazine or whether it's a Bollywood movie or whether it's a OTT show. Okay, so the way the bodies are portrayed, the way you are portrayed, कि आप सुबह उठते ही वो हीरोइन कैसी दिखती है, वैसे कोई नहीं दिखता रियल लाइफ में। वो हीरोइन भी अपनी रियल लाइफ में वैसे नहीं दिखती। सो स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम
Yeah.
अपीयरेंस टू हाउ वी लुक, टू ऑल्सो हाउ वी नेविगेट द रिलेशनशिप। अब रिलेशनशिप में जो हार्ड मोमेंट्स होते हैं वो सिर्फ इमोशनल मोमेंट्स दिखाए जाते हैं, सेक्सुअल मोमेंट्स नहीं दिखाए जाते। ये नहीं दिखाया जाता कि फर्स्ट टाइम सेक्स कोई कर रहा है तो ऑकवर्डनेस होगी। यू विल टेक टाइम इन फिगरिंग आउट किसको कहाँ डालना है, क्या डालना है, किस कितने फ्रीक्वेंसी से डालना है। लाइक यू हैव टू लिटरली फिगर दिस आउट ऑन योर ओन, एंड इट इज ओके। जब
Mm.
जब जैसे थ्री इडियट्स मूवी में वो होता है ना, जब किस करता है तो नाक बीच में आती है क्या। आई थॉट दैट वाज सच अ क्यूट एंड फनी टेक ऑन द रियल ऑकवर्डनेस of when two people kiss, what happens कि नाक बीच में आती है या नहीं, what do I do with the tongue, what do I do with the person's teeth, I can feel them with my tongue. So these are things which are not
Mm.
talked about in the media, and I think the biggest thing is to take cognizance of it, कि जो हमें दिख रहा है that's not the full story, that's not the complete story. Complete story हमें experience करने पे आएगी, complete story हमें पता चलेगी when we talk to other people about it. A lot of these people who write to
Mhm.
me on Instagram and to an extent on YouTube and LinkedIn as well is कि मैडम ऐसे ऐसे हो रहा है, क्या करें। लाइक बट ऐसे ऐसे हो रहा है मतलब क्या नॉर्मल है? आई मैस्टरबेट ट्वाइस अ डे,
Mm.
क्या ठीक है क्या? हाँ एकदम ठीक है,
Mm.
परेशानी क्या है? मेरी वाइफ को ना सिर्फ एक पोजीशन पसंद है, ठीक है क्या? मैंने कहा वट एवर वर्क्स फॉर यू, यू नो। सो यू नो दैट, सो द प्रॉब्लम इज जो भी मीडिया में दिखाया जा रहा है उसकी वजह से वी फॉर्म सर्टन इम्प्रेशंस एंड वी थिंक दैट इज नॉर्मल,
Mm.
that becomes normal for us, whereas it's not.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
messiness and the chaos of the everyday
Mm.
life that is normal, and not the
Mm.
perfect heroine waking up with a lipstick right in the morning.
Yeah. And in fact, अभी जो ब्रिजिटन का लेटेस्ट सीजन आया था, it was still realistic. When Penelope had sex for the first time. उसके पहले वाले ज़्यादातर थे उसमें बिल्कुल
हाँ,
वाइल्ड सेक्स दिखा रहे थे एंड दे वर सेटिंग अ वेरी डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ एक्सपेक्टेशंस। फिर अभी जो दिखाया तो बट उस पे उल्टा हो गया, उस पे नेगेटिव कमेंट्स आने लगे कि देयर वाज नो केमिस्ट्री, देयर वाज नथिंग, इतना बिल्डअप किस लिए। बट आई थिंक इट वाज रियलिस्टिक। व्हाट आर योर
so
थॉट्स?
I haven't seen that series. I'm sorry. I'm still catching up on my OTT. I'm not a very OTT person. I'm more of a movies person. तो आप मूवी का कोई भी सीन उठा के पूछ लीजिए मुझसे. But yes, I've read a lot about what happened with this particular show, and I think again, both the too much of positive and too much of negative is not exclusive ना. अरे बाबा, it's a mixed bag. पॉजिटिव भी होगा, नेगेटिव भी होगा, ऑकवर्ड भी होगा, स्पॉन्टेनियस भी होगा, दोनों होगा। तो ये क्या बात हुई कि अगर वो उसको ऑकवर्डनेस हो रही है तो केमिस्ट्री नहीं है? नहीं, दैट डज नॉट, ऑकवर्डनेस भी हो सकती है, इट कैन को एग्जिस्ट विद केमिस्ट्री। जस्ट बिकॉज यू हैव केमिस्ट्री डजंट मीन कि सब कुछ सुपर स्मूथ जाएगा, स्पॉन्टेनियसली हो जाएगा सब कुछ। जस्ट बिकॉज यू फाउंड द मिस्टर राइट डज नॉट मीन कि उसमें थोड़े से फ्लॉज नहीं होंगे। मिस्टर राइट का क्या मतलब होता है कि वो फ्लॉलेस होगा, शाहरुख खान बना हुआ होगा? नहीं ना, शाहरुख खान में भी बेचारे में फ्लॉज है ना। आई लव शाहरुख खान। बट या, द पॉइंट इज दैट things are not mutual, things are not black and white, things are not mutually exclusive. It's a mixed bag, and the sooner we accept it, the better it is for our real life relationships.
यस यस डेफिनेटली। और हम आई थिंक मीडिया से थोड़ा सा बाहर आके रियल लाइफ को देखो एंड सी कि हाँ रियल में अगर इतनी सारी चीजें हो रही हैं तो क्या सच है जो हमारी लाइफ में हो रहा है या जो हम मीडिया पे देख रहे हैं।
Correct, correct.
लोग बहुत मुश्किल से डिस्कनेक्ट कर पाते हैं।
Correct, correct.
तो यस
The
दैट इज
the
वेरी
danger
इंपॉर्टेंट।
is,
और
Maitri, when people start to see the media and they draw
हाँ,
conclusions about their relationship and about their life based on
या,
that. कि उसमें दिखाया था कि वो ऐसे बिहेव कर रहा है, वो ठीक नहीं है, तो मेरा बॉयफ्रेंड भी अगर ऐसे बिहेव कर रहा है वो ठीक नहीं है। अरे कॉन्टेक्स्ट तो देखो बहन, कॉन्टेक्स्ट टोटली फर्क है। क्या कर रहे हो?
yeah. So, a lot of what we have discussed so far boils down to having good communication. तो communicate करना शुरू कैसे करें अपने पार्टनर से इस बारे में कि भाई कैसा सेक्स अच्छा लगता है, क्या अच्छा लगता है, बिकॉज देयर हैज़ बीन अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम गॉन, बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट लॉन्ग टर्म रिलेशनशिप्स। तो शादी को हो सकता है 15 साल हो गए हों, 20 साल हो गए हों, उतने साल में कभी बात नहीं करी, एंड सडनली यू आर थिंकिंग कि यार बात करनी है, कैसे करूँ, क्या बोलूँ, नाउ व्हाट विल ही थिंक? तो हाउ डू वी
Absolutely.
बिगिन?
I have a full workshop on communicating my
हम्म
sexual needs and desires to my partner. फुल वर्कशॉप,
हम्म।
देख पूरे घंटे की
वाह।
वर्कशॉप है जिसमें कपल्स आते हैं और मैं उनको सिखाती हूँ कि हाउ डू यू टॉक टू योर पार्टनर अबाउट योर सेक्सुअल नीड्स एंड डिजायर। सो उसमें सबसे पहला स्टेप पता है क्या होता है? पहले अपने गेट इन टच विद योर ओन सेल्फ। आप तब तक अपने पार्टनर से बात
हम्म
नहीं कर सकते जब तक आपको खुद नहीं पता व्हाट गेट्स यू गोइंग, व्हाट आर योर कंसर्न्स, व्हाट आर योर नीड्स, व्हाट आर योर डिजायर्स। अरे व्हाट डू यू डिजायर, क्या अच्छा लगता है आपको, वर्बलाइज अपने आप को तो करो। कैन यू, एंड उस वर्कशॉप में एक एक्सरसाइज है which people cringe about but then they eventually thank me. You have to go, and stand naked in front of the mirror for 3 minutes and just look at
हम्म
yourself. You're not allowed to criticize your body. You're not allowed to say anything mean or nasty or critical, self critical. You are only allowed to look at your body. If you can't appreciate it, no problem, but you can't disparage yourself. And it is such a powerful exercise because people hate it, but when they do have the guts to do it, it is like
हम्म
almost like a light bulb going in their head ki, oh my god, why do I feel hesitant in looking myself naked? What is so my
हम्म
relationship with my body is the first step. उसके बाद आता है द क्वेश्चन दैट यू आस्क्ड कि अब मैं अपने पार्टनर से कैसे बताऊं। तो इफ आई एम इन टच विद माई बॉडी, इफ आई एम इन टच विद माई नीड्स, then I can begin to open a conversation with my partner which looks like, hey, there is something I've been meaning to talk to you about. It is very difficult for me to talk about it. It is very vulnerable for me to talk to you about it. हमको किसी ने नहीं सिखाया है ये बात कैसे करना है, इसलिए let's figure this out together. We are in this together. And then you start talking, and then you start small. Always start small. How do you start small? Just start with simple compliments about to your partner about their appearance or about something they did. Start as small as that. So you say that, oh, this shirt looks really good on you. And so you say that, and then you progress gradually to saying that, oh my god, the way you held my hand or the way you helped me with cooking was so amazing, right? And then you
हम्म
start talking about, you know what, I would love it if you would bring me some flowers like you brought us, like you brought me on my birthday. I would love to receive flowers on the weekend, or I would love to go on a weekend getaway with you. So you gradually increase the steps. You start coming into a zone where you're actually able to tell your partner, मुझे ये अच्छा लगता है, क्या हम ये और कर सकते हैं, आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है, और हम,
हम्म
so you get into the zone where you are starting to talk about your needs each other.
हम्म
You ask them about, जैसे we were talking about my solo trip, right, recently to Bali.
हम्म
And this woman wrote to me in the morning on Instagram. She sent me a DM saying कि अरे मुझे भी सोलो ट्रिप पे जाना है, मैं अपने हस्बैंड को कैसे बताऊं? सो हम
हम्म
तो अभी सेक्स की बातें कर रहे हैं, दिस इज एज समथिंग एज सिंपल एज मुझे सोलो ट्रिप के लिए जाना है, मुझसे अपने हस्बैंड से बात नहीं हो रही है। सो आई टोल्ड हर
हम्म
स्टार्ट स्मॉल and don't,
हम्म
the worst thing that you can do is tell your husband मुझे सोलो ट्रिप के लिए जाना है, when there is no context, there is no build up, there's completely like your husband will be like, हैं इसको क्या हो गया, पागल हो क्या क्या कर रहे हो,
हम्म
you know? So I told her
हम्म
two things. One is start small. If you have, I mean, she has a small child, so if you have a full-time nanny, if your husband is hands-on, then start small and make sure that you are not going for a solo trip to begin with. You are starting small and you're going maybe for a night out, then maybe you can go for a weekend trip, then you can maybe plan a solo trip. And so start small. And how do you bring this up with your partner is again in small steps. You don't directly say कि मुझे solo trip के लिए जाना है. Like you don't directly say कि मेरी fantasy है threesome. You don't directly say that. You start small and you say that, hey, I was wondering what are some of the things that we used to do before, you used to do before marriage and that you miss doing now,
हम्म
or what are the some of the things that we used to do before having a kid that
हम्म
that you miss doing now. So talk to your partner about उनकी नीड्स क्या हैं, वो क्या मिस करते हैं, क्या नीड्स उनकी फुलफिल नहीं हो रही हैं, और मेरी नीड्स क्या हैं, And as part of that
Mm-hmm.
conversation, you open this up. Hey, मुझे मन करता है कभी कभी कि I would just step out for a night out with my girlfriends, and I should not have to worry about meals and waking up early and cooking and cleaning. I don't want to worry about that just for one night. That is my need. And see if how your partner responds to that. So talking about sex is much like that.
हम्म, छोटे छोटे स्टेप
Yes.
लेके
छोटे
फिर
छोटे step.
हम बड़े इश्यूज पर आते हैं। ओके। तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें मेघना हमने आपसे सीखी इतनी देर में। नाउ वन क्वेश्चन विच आई हैव इज अबाउट मास्टरबेशन एंड विमेन के लिए स्पेशली व्हेन आई एम विद माय फ्रेंड्स वी टॉक अबाउट इट, बट माय फ्रेंड्स से कि नहीं, आई एम नॉट कंफर्टेबल, मैं कभी नहीं कर सकती। तो ये एक इशू आता है जो हम लोग बहुत डिस्कस करते हैं कि यार आई आई डोंट लाइक इट, आई एम हैप्पी विद माय हस्बैंड। तो इस और कई बार लोगों को लगता है कि इफ दे आर नॉट मास्टरबेटिंग दे आर डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग, लाइक आई हैव सीन डिफरेंट काइंड
Fair
ऑफ women।
enough.
तो व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स ऑन इट? और मतलब मास्टरबेशन करने का क्या ये मतलब है कि यू आर डिससैटिस्फाइड विद योर सेक्सुअल लाइफ?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Masturbation is the most misunderstood, I think, practice in our world. And it is the most healthy practice. And it is actually a means in which you can get more comfortable with your own body. And so I highly recommend it, irrespective of your gender and irrespective of your sexual orientation. I highly recommend that you masturbate. However, if you feel कि मुझे तो मज़ा नहीं आता, आई हैव ट्राइड फिंगरिंग माई सेल्फ, आई हैव ट्राइड डिल्डो, आई हैव ट्राइड अ वाइब्रेटर, मुझे तो कुछ बिग डील नहीं लगता है, आई तो लाइक इट ओनली व्हेन माय हस्बैंड टचेस मी, देयर इज एब्सोल्युटली नथिंग रॉन्ग with that, except that you have tried and you are not, and you're not, it's not like you're not doing masturbation because there is that shame or societal stigma in your head about ki good girls don't masturbate. As far as you don't have that, then it's perfectly healthy to make that choice that, oh, masturbation is not for me, and this is something that I enjoy only in the shared space with my partner. So ultimately we'll come down to which point: be in touch with your body. Your body will tell you what it needs, you just have to listen to it, right? Because हमारी जो societal conditioning and all that, it stays in our head. That is our brain talking. But what is your body saying? Be in touch with your body, connect to it, and see what it's talking about. And then you will be able to drop much of those societal messages and really listen to what is it that you need and what you desire.
Okay, okay, got it. Now, Meghna, before I let you go, I have one question to wrap our conversation, which is do you have any advice, any ideas for women when it comes to their sexuality that we should remember, or maybe something also which we should never do?
Mm, Honestly, I'll sound like a broken record, Maitri, but I will say this again and again because I've lost count of the number of women I see in therapy with body image issues and with eating disorders as well. Is that we are the intense pressure that girls and women face for looking a certain way and, of course, behaving a certain way is so huge that half the problems, half the mental health issues that women have, and even actually physical health issues, are because of our societal conditioning. And so, therefore, what I would
Mhm.
love to tell the women who are listening to this, and the girls and the women, is please become aware of the ways in which the society is pressing down on you and try to break free from that conditioning. Try to be your authentic self. Try to connect with yourself. Try to reflect on who you are as a person rather than what XYZ want you to be as a person. And recognize your desires, recognize your wishes, recognize who you are, what gets you going, how are you authentically yourself, what will make you be,
Mhm.
what will make you be authentically yourself. Recognize that, remove the peel of the layers of all that conditioning and the good girl syndrome that we all have, and the people pleasing, and oh, I have to be smiling, and oh, I have to be kind, and oh, I have to be nurturing. No, this is all societal conditioning talking. Get in touch with the real you, and you will not regret it, whether it comes to your body, whether
Yeah.
it comes to your relationships, whether it comes to your career. Don't give a
Mhm.
damn about what the society has to say, because they will only have to offer you harsh criticism and negative comments, and they will only pull you back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was supposed to be my last question, but I got something, so I will ask
Please.
you. If, when we see in media, मान लो अगर हम फ्रेंड्स की बात करें, you might have watched it, तो उसमें मोनिका जो थी, when she was younger, she was fat. तो उसमें ये दिखाया गया कि she did not have a sex life. उसने बहुत when she was thin, तब उसने सेक्स किया. जनरली भी हम देखते हैं कि मेन आर नॉट अट्रैक्टेड टू बिगर women जनरली, मतलब इट्स नॉट, अगर हम बहुत जल्दी वो सुन लेते हैं कमेंट, कुछ नेगेटिव सुन लेंगे उनके बारे में, कंडीशनिंग ही है. तो इससे बाहर आना आई एम श्योर इज नॉट इजी, चाहे वो मेन के लिए हो चाहे विमेन के लिए हो. क्या व्हेन यू आर फैट you are not able to enjoy sex, or when you're fat you are not able to make your partner enjoy sex?
Completely not. Your body fat percentage has nothing to do with the amount of sexual pleasure you can experience. So there is absolutely no, no, absolutely no correlation between the two. कभी कभी ऐसा हो सकता है कि because there is excessive, because maybe one partner is obese, and this is true for either a man or a woman, then certain positions may not be possible. But there is
Mhm.
absolutely no correlation between the amount of sexual pleasure that you experience and the percentage of body fat that you have. It is just, again, as you said, societal conditioning. And I kind of think that, even with that, we have double standards. So we criticize very thin women and we criticize very fat women. But when it comes to that middle range, so this thin, tall, sticky, lean figure is a very Western concept. In India, traditionally, women have had big hips and heavy thighs and heavy breasts, and that's considered to be traditional Indian beauty, right? The marker of traditional Indian beauty. So that's great. And if you see the Ajanta Ellora sculptures and paintings, and the Khajuraho sculptures and all of that, you'll see that the women have been portrayed as having much bigger hips. So I think that's still a double standard, because but then you see that when the woman becomes very fat, then again the body shaming starts. So we want the woman only to look a certain way, unfortunately. But fortunately, what we need is more representation of all body shapes and types in the media. Because the more we see bigger, both men and women, of course, we're more accepting of bigger women, bigger men, sorry. But the more we see bigger women in media, the more we sort of start to accept them, as normal, right? But to answer your question, there's absolutely no correlation. You can have 25% body fat, and you can have 50% body fat, and you can have 70% body fat, but that will not hinder your ability to have and enjoy sex.
शेम ऑन मीडिया देन, क्योंकि वो हमेशा ही जो बिगर पीपल होते हैं उनकी सेक्स लाइफ को बेकार
No,
दिखाते हैं, उनको
absolutely. You're
अनअट्रैक्टिव
right.
दिखाते
You're
हैं.
right. You're right. In fact, do you remember that character in Kalhona, who's Sweetu, who was this fat
हाँ.
young girl,
Yeah.
and Shah Rukh Khan, of course, because he's Shah Rukh Khan, he said, Sweetu, you can also have a boyfriend, you should also, and he sort of pushes her. I thought those kind of things are very nice. You know, that was a
Mhm.
split second, like a blink and miss kind of a scene. But I think it is very important to showcase that more. Ki there is a fat young girl, but you know what? She wants to make a boyfriend and she wants to enjoy with him. I think that's very nice.
Yes, yes. Okay. So Meghna, I really enjoyed talking to you, and I learned a lot from you. I'm sure my listeners will also learn a lot. Now we have a section called Sass It Up, जिसमें हम अपने guest की expertise के beyond जाते हैं. We try to understand our guest a little. तो Meghna, tell us what is one of the sassiest things you have done, something bold which changed your life or shifted your perspective about
Oh,
something.
definitely take a solo trip. I've started taking solo
Mhm.
trips only much later in my life, only when my kids grew up a little. My kids are now 7.5 and 10. And taking a solo trip without husband, without kids, without even friends has been the single biggest life-changing thing for me, because it re-energized and recharged me. But more than that, it helped me rediscover myself. I think it's been, I mean, highly recommend it to every person out there, because we get so embroiled in our in our everyday life and our busyness and our work and our families and our parents and our partners and our kids and our this and that. But I think if you are at all oriented towards personal growth, it is something that is so important to do, to just reconnect with yourself. and to find your own safe space. It's just beautiful. It's so, I think that's
Hmm.
the most earth shattering thing I've done.
Okay,
And
wonderful.
can I add
And
one more? Can I add one more?
yes, yes,
Talking
yes.
about sex on social media, I think that is the second most earth-shattering thing I've done, because nobody could from my family could have predicted that I'll start doing that.
Uh,
So yeah, I think it takes a lot of guts. I have a lot of fun with it. I love
yes,
shocking people,
yes.
but yeah, I think that is also definitely out of my comfort zone.
Definitely. It is definitely because I admire how openly you speak, and I was going through your comments because comments में curiosity आती है. So I see you get a lot of creeps in comments, but your response is always very elegant, very nice कि हाँ कुछ भी है but you are yourself. So yes, I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
And Meghna, if someone wants to reach out to you, what's the best way to connect
Yeah,
with
they
you?
can email to me. My email is on my Instagram handle. They can drop me a DM in on LinkedIn. They can, yeah, basically email is the best way to reach me.
Okay, and Dr. Meghna's Instagram is the therapist mommy, right?
Yes.
Okay. It was wonderful speaking with you, Meghna. Thank you so much for your time, for your openness, for talking about everything, for answering all my questions. So, thank you for being on
Oh,
Little Fixes.
thanks so much for having me. I had so much fun, and I wish this conversation would not end. I loved talking to you. I loved your questions, and I do hope this episode reaches millions and millions of people out there.
And the hope is the same. अगर आपको ये एपिसोड वैल्यूबल लगा तो प्लीज हेल्प लिटिल फिक्सेस रीच मोर पीपल बाय शेयरिंग इट विद समवन यू केयर अबाउट. यू कैन ऑल्सो गिव अस अ शाउट आउट ऑन इंस्टाग्राम. मेरा हैंडल है @littlepixes_podcast. दिस हेल्प्स मी इन ग्रोइंग द पॉडकास्ट और बहुत सारे और लोगों की हेल्प भी होती है इसको सुन के. आई एम ग्रेटफुल फॉर योर टाइम. अब मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वेडनेसडे को. तब तक के लिए खुद से प्यार करते रहो और सदा सैसी रहो. बाय. When I started this podcast in 2019, I didn't know much about the tools available and struggled with poor audio quality, blurry videos, and even losing the recording. Now I have switched to Zencaster. Zencaster not only gives me high quality audio and video podcast production, but also keeps the recording safe with its multi-layer backups even when the internet is unstable. It has a post-production feature which automatically removes sounds like and also reduces background noise with a click of a button. Go to zencaster.com/pricing and use my code LFP and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencaster paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. Zencaster is free to try and their hobbies plan is always free.